Hi, this is Maddie Sheely and David Serrano, and we will be talking about substance abuse. This is an overview of what we will be talking about. It includes what is substance abuse statistics, factors that contribute to substance abuse, types of drugs that are abused and health problems, prevention of marijuana, prescription drugs, and alcohol prevention. So what is substance abuse? According to the World Health Organization, otherwise known as WHO, substance abuse refers to the harmful or hazardous use of psychoactive substances, including alcohol and illicit drugs. Psychoactive substance use can lead to dependence syndrome, a cluster of behavioral, cognitive, and psychological phenomena that develop after repeated substance use. It includes a strong desire to take a drug, difficulties in controlling its use, persisting in its use despite harmful consequences, a higher priority given to drug use rather than to other activities and obligations, increased tolerance, and sometimes a physical withdrawal state. Next is substance abuse statistics. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, in 2013, an estimated 24.6 million Americans aged 12 or older had used an illicit drug in the past month. This number has increased 8.3% since 2002. This increase mostly reflects a recent rise in the use of marijuana, as shown in the graph to the side. Aside from marijuana increasing since 2007, most drugs has stabilized or has declined over the past decade. More than half of new illicit drug users began with marijuana. Drug use is highest among people in their late teens and 20s, such as ourselves. There are three factors that contribute to substance abuse, and they are risk factors, environmental factors, and biological factors. First, some risk factors include aggressive behavior in childhood, lack of parental supervision, poor social skills, drug experimentation, availability of drugs at school, and community poverty. Secondly, environmental factors include home and family, and peer and school. Lastly, biological factors include genetics, that factor between 40 to 60% of a person's vulnerability to addiction.
So today we're going to be talking about types of drugs that are abused and the health problems that come with it. First off is alcohol. It affects perception and impairs the body. According to the NIH, health problems that occur with alcohol are high blood pressure, inflammation and swelling of the blood vessels and pancreas, preventing proper digestion, can cause cancer and weaken the immune system. Marijuana is up next, and this has THC, which makes you kind of feel high. It enhances drowsiness, relaxation, slowed in reaction, increased heart rate, hallucinations, anxiety, and panic attacks. According to the NIH, health problems that occur with marijuana are mental health problems, chronic cough, frequent respiratory infections. Next up are prescription sedatives, which is medications that slow down brain activity, cause drowsiness, slurred speech, and confusion. According to the NIH, health problems that can occur with prescription sedatives are mostly unknown but can slower breathing rate, heart rate, and can result in death, and withdrawals can cause seizures. Next up is prescription stimulants, which is medication that increases alertness, attention, and energy. According to the NIH, health problems that occur with prescription sedatives are high temperature, irregular heartbeat, heart failure, seizures, and heart problems and paranoia. So next up, we're going to be talking about prevention of marijuana. Marijuana is becoming illegal in more states, and the federal government has not challenged state laws legalizing commercial marijuana as long as states maintain strict rules involving sales and distribution. According to the APHA, a public health approach to regulating and controlling commercially legalized marijuana should be established and should be viewed as a public health priority. Regulation will help us maintain a market that is currently uncontrolled and can help address the anticipated effects of marijuana legalization. If marijuana is legalized, federal, state, and local governments should develop, adopt, monitor, and evaluate strict regulatory mechanisms to control marijuana production, sales, and use while advancing the public health goals of preventing access by minors, protecting and informing consumers of legalized marijuana. These mechanisms should, for the most part, include taxes, age limits, product labeling requirements, product quality testing, potency limits, labeling requirements, motor vehicle operation restriction, according to the APHA. Okay, next we're going to be talking about prescription drugs and alcohol prevention. A good way to stop this is research-based programs can help balance risk and protective factors from drug abuse in families, schools, and communities. They reduce early use of alcohol and prescription drugs. These prevention programs work by boosting protective factors and eliminate or reduce risk factors for drug use. There are three types of programs. Universal is the first, which addresses risk and protective factors common to all children in the settings such as school and the community. Selective would be the next program, which targets groups of kids and teens who have factors that put them at risk of drug use. Next is indicated, which are designed for youth who have already started using drugs and alcohol. These programs help understand the risk of substance abuse to kids, parents, teachers, and healthcare professionals.